My curls are falling. I was about to wrap my hair up soon anyways, or put my scarf back on. But I decided to start a vlog. Originally, I was not going to. But then I was just sitting here, I'm like, well, why not? Like, I want to vlog. Oh yes, so much better. I was like, well, why not? Like, I want to vlog. I love vlogging, and I'm probably going to be vlogging a lot more since that'll just be easier for me. And so I'm gonna vlog. So this all started last night. Okay, last night me and Levi were in our little Discord friend group. Everyone had just went to bed. I don't even know how this started. Oh, I was bullying Levi because they made a Venom tweet the night before, and I was like, and I brought the tweet up and I was like, yeah, you're totally feral. And he was like, oh, we were joking, and he was like, we should watch it. And I was like, I've never seen Venom 2. Because I really liked the first Venom when it came out, but I'm not a movie goer. I don't go to the movie theaters. I didn't go to the movie theaters to see Venom, but I loved it when it came out. And so we were watching the movie together. We're gonna watch Venom 2 tonight. I literally am holding Levi by gunpoint. I'm not lying. But yeah, we watched it, and literally in the middle of the movie, something awoken in me. I don't know what it was. I'm not a monster romance girly. Like, it's not even that I don't like them. I just was like, I just don't know. Like, I'm just not a monster romance girly. But I'm like, it's October. If there's any month to get into the monsters romance, it's now, right? So, I got into the monster romance. So far, I've read 2 books. I have a whole list on my iPad. It's literally the 25th. We have about 6 days of the month left. I still have a bunch of other books that I need to read. I currently have 3 books that I'm currently reading. Dracula, which I need to finish, but I can, start that like Monday night or something. The Shining, and One for My Enemy. I don't really give a fuck about One for My Enemy, like whatever, I can finish that, whatever. The Shining, I was trying to do a vlog and it was supposed to go up Friday, but I probably won't do that. It'll probably be this vlog that goes up Friday, and then I'll probably upload The Shining in November, or I might never upload it. I don't know. But anyway, so I got Kindle Unlimited. I got a free 2-month trial, and I don't know if this is just like the thing that I got, or Kindle Unlimited does this now, but like I can actually have like unlimited like books in my Kindle, because before then you could only have 10 like current books in there. So I have a bunch by Black authors. And then I have some other ones. Oh, I'm just so excited. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about the ones that I've already read, and then I'm gonna tell you about the one that I'm about to start. So the ones I've already read, I've read The Barbarian's Treasure by Ava O'Hare. This is about this girl who's on this ship, and it ends up in a shipwreck, and she ends up on this island where everyone is barbarians. I end up giving it 3 stars because I feel like the romance just happened way too soon. Literally, she ends up seeing this guy, doesn't know who he is, doesn't know his name, never exchanged a word. They end up hooking up. I was like, what? Everything else about it was so interesting, like the world, the characters. It just like felt like insta love, and like he also talked too modern for me. I'm gonna add that to my review. But yeah, he talked too modern for me. Like the things that he would say, I'm like, aren't you supposed to be barbarian? How do you know these words? Like, I just didn't. How do you know what this like, I don't know, it just didn't make any sense to me, so I gave it 3 stars. Like, other than that, like the premise and everything else was really good. And then I read Bound by Vori, which is about these creatures, and they are mated to this one woman. Well, not really mated, but they're like devoted to her, and it's like polyamorous thing. And then she's like, you know what, I'm gonna allow you two to have a mate. So they go out and they find this girl that's their mate, and I end up losing interest for that because it happened too soon, like I said. And then also there was this scene that really made me uncomfortable, where she was basically just like, oh, like, how old are you guys, like or am I of age for you guys, or whatever. And they basically was like, girl, we don't give a fuck about age, we about to dick you down. And I was like, excuse me, like, that's weird. That's weird. I'm sorry. So I'm actually not having a good streak, but I'm just so excited for all the books that I have. Like, I just can't wait. I am gonna charge my Kindle, so that's how you know it's real. I actually am thinking about buying myself an actual like Kindle, because I don't like my Kindle. Where is it? My Kindle's literally always on the floor. This is the Kindle that I have. It's a Kindle Fire, so it's more so like a tablet, which I mean, I do like that, but I already have like an iPad. But I also wanted an iPad mini. to use as like a Kindle, because I think Apple should come out with their own e-readers. Anyways, that's not here nor there. But I want a new I want a new Kindle because I'm like, the only reason why I don't like my Kindle is because it's not big. I love my iPad. I love reading on my iPad. I love reading on my iPad like this. It feels like I'm reading a book. I feel like I fly through it. Like, I just love it. The Kindles, they're just not big enough for me. Like, none of them. Like, even the Kindle Oasis, like, it's just not big enough for me. The biggest one is like the Kindle that you can annotate on, but you can't annotate the way that I want you to annotate, so I don't really give a fuck. So yeah, next I'm actually going to be reading Cosmic Kiss by fuck, her name is covered, Cleo Evans. I have another book on here by her too, but today I'm gonna try to get through Cosmic Kiss, How to Not Date a Demon, and Stupid Cupid, and whatever other short ones I can get through. Tomorrow I'm gonna save the long ones for Friday. Friday's when I go back to work, but I go back to work Friday night and then I'm off Saturday, so I figure I can read. I was supposed to read all day today, but I spent all day looking for romances and on TikTok. Hopefully tomorrow when I get up I'm a lot better at that, but or tomorrow and Friday, because I'll probably be up Friday. But also tomorrow is Gen V day, so I actually probably won't get as like, I probably need to actually get started early because I take Gen V day very serious. Anyways, so yes, I am going to be reading Cosmic Kiss. This is 216 pages, so it's obviously not going to take me that long. It's probably going to take me 2 hours to read it. But yeah, I'm very excited, as we can see. And I just set through my whole fucking TBR out the window. I'm actually about to go through my Libby and return some and just see which ones I can get through and which ones I probably can't, or save some for the next month. I really want to get through some this month, but and then me having Kindle Unlimited, but I don't know, because I was supposed to be putting off romances for the rest of this year, but I genuinely do think that monster romances could be the genre for me. Like, I might just not be a regular romance like girl, because I just feel like one thing I noticed about the monster romance genre is that it's very diverse. Like, I know there's a lot of queer, there's a lot of sapphic, there's a lot of gay, there's a lot of black, there's a lot of women of color, period. And like, it's even written by authors who aren't like the Cleo Evans girl. The book The Cosmic Kisses is a black girl, but I don't think that Cleo Evans is black, or even if she is, she has a lot of other romances of plus side characters, sapphic characters, gay characters, black characters, white, like whatever. And I really love how like diverse that is, because one big reason I was getting sick and tired of the romance genre is because of how diverse it wasn't. And like, I don't expect authors to write about race, or if they're not good. Like, if you aren't good about writing about race, then don't write about it. Like, please spare me, you know. But it was just so frustrating, like reading a 6-book series and it's like a found family trope and everyone gets their own book and everyone in the series is white. Like, that is literally so frustrating. Like, there's no type of diversity whatsoever. They're all straight and white, and I'm just like, I've never been in a friend group like that, like, in my life, probably. So it just feels unrealistic. I'm sure that's somebody's reality, it's just not mine, and it's just not something that I want to read. And so I found these monster romances where they're just so diverse. It's like, I personally think it's one of the most diverse genres in the romantic, like, I think it's the most diverse subgenre in the romance genre. And I'm just ready to have some fun. So I had my coffee today, so I'm a little energetic. I was gonna wrap my hair up, but I think I'm just gonna sit on my in my reading corner and read. I did not feel like putting my scarf on my head. Also, I need to charge my camera. But I just want to talk about the book for a little bit, because I hate when like I'm doing a vlog and I'm like, okay, I just finished the book, here's everything I thought about the book in the moment. Like, I prefer to have like clips of like how I feel during the book. So I'm starting off this book. It's called Cosmic Kiss. First of all, the cover is fucking stunning. I don't care if I give this book 0.0 stars, I am ordering it, right? So I'm starting off the book and it's about this girl, and she's basically like in this like alien burlesque thing, and it's so cute. And these two alien guys are like fighting over her, and she agrees to go on a date with both of them. And it's a little annoying because it is like insta love, but I think them like fighting over her is adding to it. I also know they're all gonna end up together, so I'm like I was so excited for that. Like I cannot wait to read that part. So that's the only thing saving this book, because I've been reading like the two other books that I've read so far were also insta love, but I think this one has a little something to it, because I'm like, okay, if you're gonna be insta love, why are you 200 pages? Like, be like 100 pages, 45, I don't fucking know, but why are you so many pages if you're gonna be insta love? So with this book, like, it gives it a little bit of oomph. One issue I do have is that like they kind of like, I mean, it's kind of me though, but like there's a scene where she's like thinking about them and she's like, oh, but I want to go and I want to work in this place, but like, how am I gonna work there if I have two boyfriends? You agree to go on a date, you don't know them, how, what do you mean? But like I said, I get it. That's literally me. Literally, I will start talking to a guy. I've already planned out our entire future, our kids, where we're gonna live, and everything. So it's like, I get it, but like at the same time, well, and then it's just crazy. It's so funny because she said something like she was like, oh, like, what is that crown for? And he's like, oh my gosh, she's curious. That means she wants to know of me. That means she wants to know more about me. That means she's interested in me. And I'm like, this is crazy, but I kind of feeling it. Like, I'm not hating it. I just really hope that like I still like the because it's feeling a little insta love, but like I said, them like fighting for her is gaining my attention. So yeah, also this cover is just so fucking stunning. Like, it is just so stunning. So I end up giving this book 4 stars. I low-key might give it, I low-key think I'm gonna give it 4.5 or maybe 5 stars. I actually ended up really loving it as expected. So basically the two guys, Tauros and Zen, they're both different aliens from different you know, planets, and they fall in love with this girl, and they both believe that that's her mate, that's their mate, and so they go on a date with her the same day, and she has chemistry with the both of them, and then they reveal that they have history with each other and they couldn't be together because they weren't mates, and then they realize that she's both of their mates. And also she works in a burlesque. I don't know if I mentioned that, but she works in a burlesque, and she was like singing one night and she twisted her ankle and I fell into their lap, and then that's how they all met. And then they were like, oh my gosh, mate. And then they were like, girl, what? Yeah, so I thought it was really fun. The smut was like some of the most fun smut I've like ever read. It was like so creative, it was like so fun, it was like so good. And I really loved the angst. At first I was really nervous because I thought that it was going to be insta love, which it was, but there was the added angst between the two guys. And one of my favorite things in like a polyamorous relationship, which is what makes it polyamorous, is when the two guys also, or multiple guys or whatever, have feelings for each other, because usually it's just like the guys are attracted to the girl and they're just, you know, whatever. But it's fun when everybody is with everybody. Okay, this is a true polyamorous book. Okay, and I just loved it. It was everything. Like, it was like, I literally just tweeted, I was like, somebody needs to make a vampire book, a polyamorous vampire book with the black girl. And even though this wasn't vampire, this is polyamorous. Like, this is literally, that's my camera. I loved it. Okay, I gave it 4.5, and I will. Okay, so last night I read 2 books. It wasn't on purpose. I read Stupid Cupid, and then I read Hollow. So Stupid Cupid I had read, and it's about these 2 guys. One of them is Cupid, and he hates Valentine's Day. But he works, you know, like he's Cupid. And then the other one is a dragon who's Santa Claus. And he doesn't, it's not like he wants love, he's just kind of like, he like wants it, but he's not like, oh my gosh, I want to be in love, you know. And so Cupid ends up going into like this party, a type of party, and they end up meeting and starting this like relationship, and it was like BDSM and stuff like that. And I just don't really care for that type of stuff like in books. I don't know why, it just doesn't move me. Like, it's not even that I don't care about BDSM, it's just like I don't care about it in books. Like, I don't know why, it just does not move me. Especially for it to be like, I think like if it's like a book that I'm already reading and they have an established relationship, then like, sure. But it's just like when you're first meeting someone and you just, I don't know, maybe it's because That's like the kind of thing that I would want. And then before I went to bed, I started reading Hollow, and I read, okay, so the first half, the first 40 pages, I need to sit down. So the first 40 pages of Hollow was so good. So it was about the Headless Horsemen's and cat. I didn't really like Sleepy Hollow, to be honest. I didn't really, I don't know, like I didn't hate it or anything. I just didn't love the movie. So I barely remember what happened. But like I know about the Headless Horseman, right? So it's about the Headless Horseman, and they work in this school, and one of the guys, Headless Horseman, he's always like, he keeps watching the other one, and it's like his like mortal enemy, and he's always like watching him do stuff he shouldn't watch him, and then one day he's caught, and then they do some stuff, and then the second half is about Katrina and them all like being together. But I found the second half really boring. But yeah, I read the first half before bed, and then I ended up waking up randomly at 5 a.m. It was so weird. I like jolted awake, and I literally felt my soul re-entering my body. Like I don't know what the fuck happened, but I felt my soul re-entering my body. And so yeah, so I finished the book when I woke up. Well, I finished the book and then I went back to sleep. And so now it's 10 a.m. and I'm gonna find something else to read. Oh, I gave both books 3 stars. They both were fine. But yeah, now I'm gonna find something else to read. I think I want to like How to Fake Date a Demon. I think that's how I want to start my morning. And then so I'm low-key reading 2 books at once. So I'm reading Queens and Monsters by Cleo Evans, which I just read a Cleo Evans book earlier or last night, and I really enjoyed it. And then I'm also reading How to Not Date a Demon, which I don't know, I've only read 1 page of it, and like I'm just like, ugh, I don't know, but I like speed through these, so it's like fine. But I had to start Queens and Monsters because I was on the author's Instagram page, and she posted this fan art, and it was like spicy fan art, and it's like a Medusa and I think Percy retelling, but it's like a female Percy. And so I like saw the fan art, and I was like, I need to read this. So yeah, I fuck the How to Fake Date a Demon. I don't give a fuck. I need to read this. I need to read this one. So that is what I'm about to read. And yeah, and I'm skipping the first 2 books. The first one is like male 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 female, and the second one is male male female. But this one, it just looked the best, I'm not gonna lie. I'll go back to the other 2 later. I don't know when I want to upload this video, because originally I wanted to be uploaded on Friday, but I am having so much fun. I might upload this Saturday, and then I'm supposed to be reading Dracula, and I'll upload that Tuesday, which, I mean, I can finish that like, because I'm like only have 5 hours left of Dracula, so I can like finish that. But also I want to read this Dracula retelling by Karina Hale, which is called Blood Orange, and so or Dracula inspired book. And so I think I want to read that Halloween. I don't know, I need a really good book to read Halloween, because I read Cemetery Boys when that first came out on Halloween day, and it was a 5-star read. It was like the best thing I had read. I remember I was working that day, I was listening to the audiobook. It was literally the best thing I had read. Like I had so much fun reading it, and just like, I don't know, reading a good book on Halloween, just like, you know, but it's like I don't know that it's gonna be a good book, so I'm like scared. But I need that again. So yeah, I don't know, I'm probably gonna read so much today because I just had so much fun last night. So let me, okay, so I'm about to wrap my hair because I just don't like how the curls are falling. Well, not wrap my hair, but like wrap my hair up, like put my scarf back on, because I just don't like how this is like falling. Like, I don't know. So I finished Queens of Monsters. I gave it 3 stars. The smut was good, of course, but like the book itself wasn't. And it's also like mafia, so I found it a little corny because I just think mafia in general is just so corny now. And I also found the Medusa character corny. Like after a while, it just like, cause she was always like, ugh, I'm gonna turn him into stone, or I should turn this person into stone, or but it just came out so corny. I think it takes like a really good author to write like a bad bitch character that doesn't come off corny. Like it has to be natural. And if you aren't like, if, I don't know, I'm not saying the author isn't good, because she definitely is, but it just takes like, for me personally, it just takes a lot for me to really be like real, recognize real, because I know a bad bitch when I see one, right? So it just takes a lot for me to be like that. But yeah, it was about this, it's like it's called the Three Fates Mafia, which I think is so funny because I'm pretty sure it's a play on the rap group 3 6 Mafia. And it's about these people who work for the Three Fates. It's like a Greek mythology retelling, and I skipped to the third book. So it's about this girl, or it's about Medusa, and she's like a monster, but she has like this mafia. And then there's also Percy, who is sent to kill Medusa, but she just doesn't want to. And then they end up like forming this romance. But I just found the book like very boring, but the smut was really good, like I said. And I just felt like they were supposed to give like Good Omen vibes, but I don't watch Good Omens, so I'm assuming like grumpy, not Grumpy Sunshine, but like a little bit of that. But like it just didn't really click for me, because like I said, I just found it like very corny. I think I'm not gonna read this series, because I just find mafia really corny. And then it's like mafia with Greek gods. It's just even cornier to me. I don't know why. That's why I didn't like Katie Roberts' book that I own, because it was like, I just thought that like mafia Greek gods was just corny. Like I don't know, I'm so sorry. But now I'm about to read Entwined by Tiffany Roberts, and this will be my first Tiffany Roberts book. To be honest, I'm reading this because it has a black main character. But if it has that fluffy shit, that like insta love shit, I'm going back to Cleo, because I'm planning on reading her Creature Cafe series, because one, those books are really short, and two, I was looking at the fan art and it looks so good. But I'm probably gonna end the vlog after I read this last book, because I'm gonna spend so much time, like there's like 11 books in that series, so the next few days might just be me reading that series, and I just don't want the vlog to be that. So, or maybe I'll read like one of those, but I didn't want to read like 3 Cleo Evans books in this vlog either. So I'm gonna read my first Tiffany Roberts, and then I'll be back to let y'all know. But next time y'all see me, she's gonna have a scarf on, because, and I'm sorry, I touch my hair a lot. I know that irritates people, but like it's just a thing that I do. It's like I don't really like my hair. Like my hair has like a lot of gaps in it. Well, it's not doing it now, funny enough. My hair has a lot of gaps in it when I wear it straight, and so I'm just so used to always touching and adjusting my hair so it looks nice. And I know like touching hair really irritates people, but also it's just something that like I move my hands a lot, so it's something for me to do with my hands. So I'm sorry if that really irritates anybody, but also like don't watch the video if it irritates you. What the hell? So my head itches so much. Oh, I have to charge my Apple Watch. I'm coming to close off this vlog, y'all. I am so sorry. I had fun while it lasted, but my monster lover romance has came to an end. Okay, let's get into the fact that I just can't do it anymore. Like they're fun. The smut is good. It's creative. It's very fun. One, I'm not a person who can read smut like that. I am not that kind of girl. I've never been that kind of girl, to be honest. I was just, I don't know, like I just thought it was fun, but like what the genre is giving me is not what I want. Like it's a fun genre. I will be returning back to it. I will be reading more, but it's just like what the genre is giving me is not kind of what I want. Like I kind of want like angst, and I kind of want like slow burn, and you're just not gonna get that in these like monster lover like books. And they're always insta love within like the first 10 pages, and I've read some good ones that are insta love, but it's like I can't keep reading these back to back to back like this. Like this is not, and I do this with like any like phase I'm in where I like want to read a specific trope. I'll read that genre's trope like back to back to back to back until I get bored of it, and then I move on. This is where I come to the end for my monster lover romance, because I can't do it. Like I said, I am not the kind of person who can read smut. Like even when I was like younger and I wasn't supposed to be doing that, and I was doing it. I could just never read smut. Like, and it's like I already don't care about smut anymore. Like, I remember when I first discovered like romance, and I was always like, there should be smut in books, and I was like one of the like fighters for like smut in books. But then I've gotten older and I've grown as a person, and I just realized that that is just not something that I care about in books anymore. It's fine in books. I'm not a prude about it. I'm not saying there shouldn't be there, but that's just not something. I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh, if this book doesn't have smut, I'm not gonna read it. You know, I'm not that kind of person anymore. I mean, I don't think I've ever really been that kind of person, but I'm just not that kind of person. I can't read. I just can't do it. It's just not me. I can't. I've been going insane the past few days, and it was fun. But this is where my journey ends. This was a good discovery. This was a good experiment. I had fun, but I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.